This time, let's go young Alex. We're taking off the training armor. We're losing the weighted clothing. Going Super Saiyan Alex. Once bought Silent Hill Homecoming. Played a little bit of it, never finished because I didn't like the changes. Is it worth picking up again? If you've already played the other Silent Hill games and you're itching for another Silent Hill game to play, it's not a great one, but there's a little bit of stuff that I like about it that you might enjoy. Some interesting bosses with like an interesting overall theme with the ritual and the individual ways of killing sacrificing the kids, which we're seeing a little bit of here.
What's going on there?
But compared to like 1 through 4, it's definitely not going to live up to that, I don't think. Might be different for you. I'd say it's worth playing if you've already got it. Why not? At least finish a playthrough of it.
Hey, what is this place? Hey, where are you taking me?
I'd say it's worth at least that.
No!
At least one playthrough to kind of decide how you feel about it.
Hey, wait.
What's up, Dracomus?
Don't leave me here.
Actually had potential. That's the thing with any Silent Hill game. Except for maybe Book of Memories. But every other Silent Hill game, I would say within the game there was some potential. It's not like any one of them was just complete garbage. Even the HD collection, if that would have been done well, you know, like that had a lot of potential to be something really good. But, yeah. Okay, so that is the one caveat I will add to Homecoming, and that's a good point, Keck. This game on PC is really bad. So, if you have this on PC, or if that's how you're playing it, be forewarned. It is very prone to crashing, and it's got a lot of issues that are not in the console version. Either console version. 360, PS3, Xbox One.
Where are you going?
However, I think there is a recent... I haven't tested it myself yet, so I can't say how available or good or bad it might be, but there's a new fan patch out for Homecoming PC that supposedly fixes a lot of the issues. So, it might be worth looking into. Nyasai with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much for the support. Very much appreciated. Enjoy the emotes. Is there any game that comes close to the original 4? I know there's Origins, but I don't like that they tried making us... Yeah, I would have been okay with them making Origins more of a standalone focused on Travis, but not the way they went with it. Again, it had potential. They didn't go that route. Out of the Western games, not really, no. There's not, in my opinion, not any that really come close to the first 4. Shattered Memories, for me, is probably the closest. And even then, it's a real far cry from that to 1 through 4. I would just as soon recommend like Rule of Rose or Kuon. Those are closer to the first 4 Silent Hill games than most of the Western Silent Hill games are. Or Siren. Although Siren is super hard. A bugless. Homecoming was a pretty solid Silent Hill. I said, it has a lot of elements there that if they were fleshed out a bit more, and if the pacing was handled better, it could have been, I think, much better.
Go away.
The saving grace for this game for me is it's a damn fun speed run.
My toy.
It's a really fun game to speed run because it's super broken.
Someone brought me here. They told me Robbie was here. They lied.
Is there anything I can do?
Find Robbie. I want my toy.
I haven't seen any toys around here.
Guess you're not my friend.
Okay, I'll go see if I can find it.
Only problem is that the endings were pretty bad. Oh yeah, that's another... I absolutely agree with that. If there was only one thing to change this, to try to make the best of it, the endings. If you could change up the endings. Put a little more creativity into the UFO ending, give it an alternate art style, like the other games. And then make the other endings better. Try to connect a few more dots or something. But I agree, like, there is definitely a lot of stuff in Homecoming that I genuinely like. I like the themes of the ritual. I like the idea that it's a separate sect of the cult that broke away and does its own thing. They only have this one ritual and they otherwise try to live a normal society. I think that's all cool ideas, and I think that doing a separate town with a branch of the cult is a perfect way of doing a spin-off game, while tying it to the original in just a little way, where it's like, it's this cult that was once a part of the same cult, but now it's doing its own thing, and it's in a different town. Perfect. Now you have the liberties to do whatever you want. Just make it good. Like, that's fine by me. My biggest problem is with the pacing of the game. It needed, I think, some better enemies and just a little bit better written plot. As said, the endings is a big part of that. But otherwise, a lot of stuff, I think it was interesting, and they had some cool ideas, just not executed in the best way. Time to run around my hometown with my knife out. Do I ever speedrun Origins? I do, but not very often. Not very often, because that is not only a not very good Silent Hill game, but it's also not a very good speedrun in my opinion, so... Usually I don't run that one a whole lot. Similar to Downpour.
Feels strange to be
where
back here again.
I don't like the run for it a whole lot. Like, honestly, this game,
Hello?
Homecoming,
Hello?
is up there.
That's strange.
I would say this is probably my second favorite Silent Hill game to run. My favorite Silent Hill game to run is Silent Hill 3. I'd say like 3, then Homecoming, then 2. Then 1, and 4. And then other stuff. Everything else. Escorting Eileen? Oh god. That's only part of it. Eileen is a big part of why I don't like running 4, but the sheer randomness and brutal nature of that game, like, it takes a lot out of me to run that game. It's also kind of a long game compared to the other Silent Hill speedruns. Damn it. Yeah, I, for the most part, I like the Silent Hill 4 endings. The only thing I dislike about Silent Hill 4 and its endings, I feel like that game desperately needed a joke ending of some kind. UFO, dog, something different, just something funny, and something lighthearted, because that game is so fucking dark, and the endings aren't really much better. The good endings are honestly kind of mild, in my opinion. Because I don't know about you guys, I never feel any kind of chemistry between Henry and Eileen, because I never feel any kind of anything from Henry, so those endings always feel a little forced and weird. Honestly, I like the bad endings in Silent Hill 4. I like Walter had a shitty life. All he wants is that apartment. Let him fucking have it. Let him win. Let Walter win. I'm fine with that. I'm Team Walter. It's a shitty apartment. Let him have it. All he wants. Yeah, he did. He put a lot of effort into winning. He committed suicide with nothing but the faith that his religion and ritual are real and would work. And wouldn't you know it, it did. He put in a lot of effort. Yeah, you know, a lot of people died, but once he's done, once he's done and he's already killed all those people and he's got the apartment, that's it. Just let him have it. No one else has to ever go there. He can just have it forever, and it'll be fine. It's not like Claudia winning and God completely killing every living thing on Earth. He just wants one shitty apartment in a bad part of town. Silent Hill 4 is very underrated. I definitely agree on that. A lot of people really look at that one at a negative in a negative light. And I agree. It's not perfect. No game is, not even the original 3. But like it's got some more glaring issues that are hard to ignore. But overall, the writing quality is every bit as good as 1 through 3. I love the story of 4. I love the way it ties into previous elements of lore. I love all of the history and everything they give you about Walter. I wish there was more of it. I wish they told you more about his victims and things like that. All the shit that they put online that should have been in the game. You know. But overall, I really, really like the story of 4. And Walter, I think, is one of the best, like, most well-told antagonists as far as characters go across the series. Because you learn so much about him. You know every little detail about why he is the way he is and why he's doing what he's doing. You don't get that from any other villain, from any other antagonist in any other Silent Hill game. You don't know Dahlia's story. You don't sympathize with her. You don't know how it was when she grew up and was forced into learning the cult from the time that she was adopted and blah, blah, blah. We don't know all that shit. So we don't care about her. Like, but Walter, we know every fucking little thing. So it makes him somewhat sympathetic. You sort of understand why he got to that point. And as said, like, how unlucky is it that he just happened to be an orphan and was sent to this orphanage that happened to be run by a cult? If he was sent to any other orphanage, he may have lived a normal, regular life.
Hello? Can I ask you something?
I'm busy.
Hey, you're Curtis, right? Hey, man. How's it going?
Time save. Time saves. Gold splits. The villain in Homecoming was very unclear. Even when she was introduced, she died the first moment. For this game, I mean, you get a little bit of it, but you don't really get to know Judge Holloway well enough. They should have had more about Alex's past featured in the game, more flashbacks and things like that as he sort of came to grips with reality. Because he's lived here his whole life. He knows the Holloways very closely. Elle is his childhood friend. So it's like, we should know more about Judge Holloway. And I've played this game a million fucking times. And I still, like right now, I don't even immediately remember her first name. She's such a non-character. I just refer to her as Judge Holloway. Oh, come on. Aw, come on, Mausoleum. Thank you. should have been the mayor or Alex's father. I mean, ultimately, this kind of should have been one of those games. I hate to say it, because so many times I rag on the games for trying to copy Silent Hill 2, but in this particular instance, I think the story should have focused on not really having an antagonist, and it should have been more focused on Alex's psychosis. The fact that he got to this point where he was so detached from reality and slowly coming back to grips with that while retreading his steps in his hometown. Like, everything that he would be experiencing would be particular to him because of that trauma. Oh, come on. Speaking of trauma, but no, instead, that would require subtlety. And that's a bit, you know, beyond the grasp of the writers on this one. At least with the direction they took it. Skip it. I was mashing the button. Kind of does feel like Homecoming really doesn't have a villain. Oh no, but that's the thing, it does. They very blatantly at the pretty much kind of at the end out of nowhere throw in a monologuing James Bond style villain with no subtlety to her whatsoever. Explains her whole plan while you're strapped up to the torture device. Like, cliche as possible. And it's treated as real. Like, as said, it's not like him imagining it or it part of a psychosis, unless, of course, you get an ending where he was dreaming this entire scenario up right before he drowned in a bathtub. That's super satisfying. I forgot to split for the attic. I guess I could do it there. Actually fine. Please despawn. I'm not sure what attack he did. I hope he's not in this room. Okay. It's a huge waste of time if you don't despawn that guy properly. Because he'll block the stairs if you come up here. So, like, you absolutely have to kill him. You just have to go by that area so much. No avoiding him. Would take a few more homecomings than nothing at all. Same, honestly. At, like, anybody trying something. That's what I honestly don't get. I feel like the majority of Silent Hill fans seem very, very particular and dead set on what they want out of a Silent Hill game just because there are so many details analyzed from the ones that are released, right? But in my head, I don't even see it that way. Like, to me, the overall story and lore and the way that things of Silent Hill work is really, really, like, flexible. There's so many different ways you can make something quote-unquote faithful while doing very different things, very new things, like PT. And it's just a matter of having people who are creative enough to try something not cliche, to not try to fit a particular mold or style because there's so much reputation behind the series already. I'm having bad luck with that puzzle. And that's nothing to do with the game or the version or anything. That's more so me getting used to having it work correctly, if that makes sense. I'm used to kind of adjusting how I time my inputs for that because of a certain amount of delay that there is with 360 and PS3. Lost some time there. Not too bad. Pretty much this whole beginning segment, I'll take as much time save as I can get because I'm going to need as much buffer of time that I can get for those harder clips at the end and hopefully get those without too much trouble. Would be neat to get a Silent Hill that has two characters in different scenarios like what Resident Evil 2 did. You mean Born from a Wish? You mean Silent Hill 2? Restless Dreams? Director's Cut? X? Although I wish there had been more to Born from a Wish. And I don't know, I've said this a million times on stream, but I still feel like the sub-scenario for Silent Hill 2 could have been given to a much more interesting character than Maria. Everything that we learn about Maria in the sub-scenario Born from a Wish, we already know from the main scenario and context. I would have much rather learned about, like, Angela and what happened to her and how she got to the town. Or Laura or Eddie. Pretty much anything else.
Wheeler, are you there? Wheeler, come in.
Hey, what's up, Barbie? No. Prison clip, why? You were supposed to be the chosen one. What's up, NDL? Wish to learn more about the pupper. What pupper? I don't know. I'm afraid you've lost me. Ouch. Oh, shit. Please don't kill me. Let me kill you instead. That sucked.
Good job. Now get me out of here. There's a switch over there.
Hey, nice work back there.
Okay, let me try to open that gate. Got it.
Ah, almost. Almost got in front of you, Wheeler. Oh. Damn. Still don't understand who those guys were and what they had to do with the plot.
Now that's gross.
Those are members of the new order that Judge Holloway was recruiting. You find lists of people who are being abducted from the town. That's why nobody's around in Shepherd's Glen. People have been abducted here into the lair, and they're being forced to either follow orders and,
we need to split up.
you know, follow the faith of Holloway's new going back to the roots order, or they kill them. They torture them to death.
Hang tight, Alex. Let me unlock it for you.
So the people you're seeing are the people who've been recruited in, abducted and recruited in. You're killing the townspeople, like...
Through the doors on the other side.
It's so weird to play this game in a scenario like this, where it's not focus on Alex dreaming all of this, essentially. Because there's so many elements like that that seem like it would go that direction, where he's seeing all of this stuff as a cult, but then he's actually just killing townspeople. Because that was always one of those running fan theories in regards to the original games. So them actually making that, wouldn't have been too bad of an idea.
All right, Wheeler, I made it in. I'm gonna look around.
But it's just done in such a weird, nonsensical way. Lost all the time. Explain this better than the actual plot did. Thank you. And welcome to the channel. I'm Nub Zombie. I try to do pretty much precisely that. And I cover all the games in the series. I have super in-depth story playthroughs. I do in-depth playthroughs still month to month with a group of other Silent Hill streamers here on Twitch, together known as Team Silent. You can type !team. If you're a fan of the Silent Hill games, you definitely won't be disappointed following any of those other guys. And Eternal Enigma, Ravenheart, Maxi Lobes, and UFO Techie. All super knowledgeable on the Silent Hill games. And just
Where the hell are we?
generally
I don't know,
entertaining
Wheeler, but we have to keep
and
moving.
awesome people. And then, yeah, also speedrunning, which is what I'm focusing on mostly tonight. But even when I'm speedrunning, there's always lore discussion. I'm a big Silent Hill nerd. It's not exactly difficult to get me into discussion outside of speedrunning stuff. Because overall, for better or worse, I just really love these games. I really love the Silent Hill series. Even the bad ones. I wouldn't play them this much and stream it all this
Judge
and
Holloway.
go through all this effort if I didn't care on some level. Don't hurt me. Go to your other phase, lady. That was weird looking. Right in the butt. Yeah, that was a shit fight, but still managed to save some time. My splits were shittier. Alright. That also means that if I get an optimal fight, there's still a lot of time to be saved there.
Josh, wait.
What I don't understand is, how does Silent Hill correlate to Shepherd's Glen? So, one thing I don't like about the way they do that is that it's supposed to be on, literally on, one of the shores of Lake Toluca. Now, I'm all for Lake Toluca being a really big lake, but for as much as we see it in the established Silent Hill games before all this, that's a bit ridiculous. They could have just as easily had it be a little bit further away, like South Ashfield in 4, You know, put it half a day away. Put it somewhere the fuck else. It doesn't have to be on Lake Toluca. But yeah, the idea is that it's Shepherd's Glen was a town settled by a branch of the cult that stopped agreeing with the direction that the cult was going. They wanted to form their own new, more peaceful town, settlement, whatever. And essentially the idea was, in order for them to leave the cult and establish a new town without being hindered by all of the problems, all the spiritual powers and everything else related with Silent Hill, they still had to perform a ritual to the gods of Silent Hill. Like, they still were bound by at least one ritual. Otherwise, they were allowed to live normally. So that one ritual is that every 50 years, the 4 founding families have to sacrifice one of their kids. That's all. Every 50 years, just the 4 founding families, not everyone who lives there or anything. And it's just one of their kids. They can have multiple kids. They don't got to kill them all. Just one every 50 years. But it has to be the kid that you pick, and it has to be done in a specific way related to the ritual. So for the shepherds, it's drowning. For the Bartletts, it's being buried alive. For the Holloways, it's strangling. And for the Fitches, it's being cut apart. And essentially, Alex, it's 50 years. It's the 150th town anniversary. It's the 3rd time for them to perform the ritual. All the other families do what they're supposed to do. The Shepherd family fucks up. Alex takes Josh out on a boat when he's not supposed to. Josh dies instead of Alex. The ritual is ruined, and the powers of Silent Hill are allowed to manifest in Shepherd's Glen. The deal is broken. So everything starts going to shit. And Judge Holloway thinks that the only way to fix it is to go back to the old ways, the original cult, which is what she's trying to force everybody into here. So there we go. That's Homecoming.
Bitch.
She's dead now, so
Finished.
that's over. I don't want to freak you guys out or anything, but I'm in the lair on PB Pace. Be cool. Be cool. Just some really hard clips to do. Don't get smacked. Yeah, hit each other. That's fine. Okay. Gonna have to knife this last guy a little bit. Boom. Get this pillar climb. Pillar climb. How about it, pillar climb? Please? Can I go in the ceiling? Can I go up into the ceiling? This clip. I managed to get it pretty good on that last run. Not this time. Come on. There we go. That took way too long. Can still PB with a really good last door skip. As long as everything else goes okay. Oh, of course this clip isn't. There we go. Grab the rifle. I'm just gonna leave the shotgun ammo. I might regret it, but I'm gonna go for some riskier stuff. Try to save as much time as I can here. Alright, really need this clip. Hardest clip in the game right here. Fuck, that was so close.
You know how it is. No one ever leaves this place.
Oh, no, 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 not that way. Queen, thank you for the 7 months. Give me a second. And I will read that. And rip the PB dream. No? No? Door clip? PB Dream's alive? PB Dream is alive. Need a really damn good amnion. With less shotgun ammo. That's not gonna help. Okay, first phase.
You know how it is. No one ever leaves this place.
What are you doing? Oh my god, just enough ammo. Just enough ammo. New PB. New PB, not quite a sub 48, but hey, I'll take 20 seconds. I'll take 20 seconds faster. Genie Bean, thank you so much for this 17 months in a row. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much for that long time of subscription support. And oh my queen, thank you again so much for the 7 months. In my restless dreams, I see that remaster, Silent Hill 2 HD. Why did Konami have to shatter our childhood memories and unleash such a downpour on us? But at least with Nub, we can experience these titles in so many different ways. A true homecoming.
Never meant for this.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful, man. Oh my queen, thank you so very much for the 7 months.
Here, buddy. Take this.
Yeah, homecoming personal best. Had peanut butter in your porridge for breakfast. Awesome, Gregory. You're the real winner here. I'm actually just slightly less shitty on video games now. When am I planning on beating Starwind? I have literally every advantage, including a console advantage, on my side. And that's the best I can do. I still gotta shave 7 more minutes off of this shit. 7 minutes worth of execution better, boss fights better, clips better. That's all it is. That's a big gap. Alright, take it easy, ZPL. I think I may go ahead and end it on that note as well. That's a pretty good finisher for me. Coming up on like 5:20, 5:30 a.m. for me, so. I'm ready to go find some breakfast. Find a nice stream to chill out to. Tomorrow I'll probably start much earlier in the day and stream a lot longer. I'm going to go ahead and grind out maybe a few more runs of Homecoming. I'll try to get a PB and Downpour tomorrow. That'll be the main thing. And if I get that early enough, then I might do some more Homecoming